All right, first up is order of operations. Now, before we look at any problems, let's actually talk about what order of operations are. Now, most of you are familiar with the typical please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P stand for parentheses, or this could be all grouping symbols. E stands for your exponents. M and D was multiply and divide, but remember, you do these from left to right. And then A and S stood for adding and subtracting, but again, remember, you do these from left to right. So basically what it comes down to is you do anything inside grouping symbols first, then you do your exponents, then you multiply and divide from left to right, then you add or subtract from left to right. So let's look at some problems now. All right, so here are some problems. So let's start off with this first one. 2 plus parentheses 4 minus 2, close parentheses, cubed minus 6. So we always work what's inside the parentheses first. So we're going to do 4 minus 2 first. So we're going to have 2 plus, and then 4 minus 2 would be 2. All right, next up we do our, since we're done with our parentheses, next up we'll do our exponents. So we'll do 2 cubed next. So we have 2 plus, and 2 cubed would be 8 minus 6. And then lastly, all we have left is adding and subtracting. So we do that from left to right. So we would do the 2 plus 8 first. So 2 plus 8 would be 10, and then finally 10 minus 6 would be 4. So there is a simple problem incorporating all of our order of operations. Let's look over here at one that's a little more complicated. Over here we have 6 plus 9 divided by 3 plus 15 over 8 minus 2. Now remember, this fraction bar can act like a grouping symbol. So you want to do what's on top first, then do what's on bottom, and then divide at the very end. So let's look on top. On top, we have 6 plus 9 divided by 3 plus 15. So the first thing we're going to do is divide the 9 divided by 3. So we'll have 6 plus, and then 9 divided by 3 would be 3. And then on bottom, since it's separate, we could just go on and do it, and 8 minus 2 would be 6. Now on top, all we're left with is 6 plus 3 plus 15. Since it's all addition, we can just do it all at the same time. So 6 plus 3 plus 15 would come out to be 24. And then finally, we're left with 24 divided by 6. And now that we've done everything on top and we've done everything on bottom, we can now simply divide. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. So that is your order of operations. Next up is evaluating expressions. So let's go take a look at that.